Can I learn to be an MC or master of ceremonies by watching a YouTube video? It's a good question. That's a question a lot of people ask. Actually, it's a question that nobody asks because people think they can do it. Hi, this is Bill. This is Creative License. And thanks again for being a part of my little dog and pony show. My thanks to Electro Voice, DJ Event Planner, Disc Jockey News, Perfect Portals, Promo Only, and of course my workshop, The Entertainment Experience, which is about being a master of ceremonies. So, this is weirdly contentious, right? Can I learn to do things on YouTube? Yeah, I guess I can. Can I learn to change my tires on YouTube? Sure can. Am I going to do it well? Probably not, because I haven't been trained by a person who knows how to do it and do it well. Can I learn to manicure my lawn in a professional way? Sure I can. But in a professional way, there are certain things that professionals know and practice so that you would pay them to do it for you. It's a lot of time and effort put into it. Can you learn to be an MC by watching a YouTube video? Well, you can watch other MCs and you can write down the things they say and you can say those things. You can look at the way they stand and you can stand that way. You can look at what they wear and the jokes they make, and you can stand in front of people and say that you're a master of ceremonies. And weirdly enough, it's a low bar for many of the customers out there because they think that's all it really is. Standing with a mic and uttering things into a microphone, which at its very basic, I don't even think that's what it is. There's more to it than that. There's more to acting in a play than seeing an actor in another play, studying what he does and copying or mimicking it. That's one way to go. But are you really bringing an art form to it? Are you really in the moment of it? Do you understand the choices that the other actor made to be able to create the experience that you had? Because the words don't do it. The words are part of it, right? The way the actor stands is part of it. But you can't teach the emotional integrity and the emotional intent and decisions made by the person in front of the audience doing the work. You can't match that. You can only make your own decisions and your own choices. And to be able to know how to do that, you need to do it in front of a teacher. And someone who can critique you in a way that can show you whether or not the choices you're making are having an impact on the audience you're in front of. Because you do things in front of a mirror, and you just do it until you saw it done the way you saw it done, right? You can tell an impressionist does an impression. He watches, and he practices, and he creates, and he can be as close to that thing that he saw as possible, but he's not that thing. And to put any kind of art to it, he's taking classes and listening to teachers and coaches explain to him the things you can't touch, the things you can't just read about. Look, as a professional master of ceremonies, it's difficult for me to say, go out and just copy me or copy somebody else, because I'm minimizing the work that I do. And if you're out there doing the work and getting the coaching, making the choices and creating original work, and people are copying you and then charging less for it, and then the customer is saying, oh, that must be the same, it's upsetting. It really is. But put that aside. Put aside that it seems, and it could be offensive to me, that somebody out there watches another MC and copies that and calls himself the same thing as me. Let's just put that aside for a second and know that for me to get where I got, and for some of the best masters of ceremonies that I've ever seen, whether it be a wedding or the Oscars, There's way more that was gone into it. And every one of them has had themselves a coach and a teacher. I have had a coach and a teacher. I've had many of them. One of my last coaches was my friend Mark Farrell, who also teaches Master of Ceremonies skills in a different way. In other words, you can take a class from me and you'll learn something and grow. But if you think you're done, you're nuts. Go take Mark's class, because now you're going to see from a different perspective new ways to look at your art form, which will help you grow. That's the way it works. My best coach, my first coach, I want to say it's my best, but my first coach told me when I was done with my class that you're not done, kid. If you really want to master this, you should be out taking a class. If you're not taking a class, you need to be on stage all the time with a director critiquing you. If you're not doing those two things, you're only as good as you think you are, and you'll never grow. And he was right, because I ignored that for a long time until I took it into my heart, and then I found a voiceover coach, an acting coach, a singing coach, a dancing coach, an MC coach, my coach Mark Farrell. Take his class. I'd like you to take mine too, but if you got to pick one, Mark is the man. What do you think about this? Tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm sure I'm wrong to many of you. This is Bill. This is Creative License.